Introducing the future of hassle-free and seamless financial transaction. The Una Wallet app, empowering you to effortlessly manage your money anytime, anywhere. With the Una Wallet app, you can now enjoy branchless banking, wallet-to-wallet transfer, wallet-to-cash, and bank cross-border payments. Deposit at a bank and withdraw from any Una branch. Get ready to experience the ultimate banking convenience with the Una Wallet app. With just few taps on your phone, you can effortlessly add funds, withdraw, and send money to your loved ones. The Una Wallet app also provides a detailed history of your transaction, making it easier to track your expenses. So, what are you waiting for? Download the Una Wallet app today on Play Store or App Store and say goodbye to hassle of traditional banking. Uno Forex Bureau Limited, delivering much more than money.
Ja Oil ñoom ñoo jiitu si wàllum jaay essence si biir réew mi te ñu def ko warugal pour kontaan loo suñu client yi borom moto yi ak driver yi seen jaaxare jeex na léegi pour am essence bu baax ak njëg bu yomba lii sax moo tax ñu amal leen banxaas fépp si biir réew mi pour essence bu baax bu set benn place rek la muy Ja Oil soo soxlae essence bu set essence bu baax gasoil wala kérosine naa la wax ne Ja Oil rek mooy jëmukaay ga doxantul rek si bépp banxaasi Ja Oil nga am si bànneex ak Ja Oil seen bànneex mooy suñ taxawaay moo tax ñu amoon leen banxaas bépp si biir réew mi nim gën a yombee pour yow ak suñ liggéeykat yu xarañ yi naa la won ne mbégte rek nga see jël pour am essence bu baax pour say machine fenn place rek la mooy sa Ja Oil ak Ja Oil bànneex kese la moo tax sax suñ station si nekk ca Costa Road ak Banjul wàññil nañ leen njëgi essence bi foofu noonu pour am si lu leer mun ngaa call si 770 8080 322 9070 714 7273 wala 787 1321 Ja Oil, the pride of the nation.
Looking for the perfect home away from home in the Gambia? Welcome to BC's Residence, your ideal short-stay apartment in the heart of Bundum. Whether you're visiting for business, pleasure, or an extended stay, BC's Residence offers you the comfort, convenience, and privacy you deserve. Enjoy spacious, well-appointed accommodations in a peaceful neighborhood just behind Nusrat High School. Our residence combines modern amenities with authentic Gambian hospitality, ensuring your stay is both comfortable and memorable. At BC's Residence, you are not just booking a room, you're finding your perfect base to explore all that the Gambia has to offer. Ready to book your stay? Contact us today. +220 941414 BC's Residence at gmail.com. BC's Residence, Bundum, behind Nusrat High School. Your comfort is our priority.
Hello and welcome back to our show. It's another Thursday and we are back here in the studio. Badingol ngal bismillah na programo to kamin ke aramisa waramisa ali alo ne ko kachaka dem min na wolom ko be kerim banko kan andum bi na lunta o minti wolom lawyer Assan Martin. Assan Martin is the spokesperson for Coalition 2026. Ufana coalition group holti mi alon ko ba katakan pour ko opposition ol nati together. Assan ngebi bismillah programo to.
Well, baraka Fatou nge kontong ka Kerr Fatou kontong ite fana mi Kerr Fatou nyaton kaya ka duwa drong afa Kerr Fatou meta janne wo kay mote wo dispute la so nadale pour ka kacha ko mi ali min fo yang invite le at least mol ka mi moy banko bi ngiro ngayo wo ben ka mi moy bilom ko wala sona ndeka wole fo Fatou amanke kasiti dunia mu woleti ko ku dro ya ko indi molma nga min fo dron molen yem moy nen hakilo la kanata nin jusola ba tonya kacalom an be dunna dula min to dolbe pour ka tonya moy dron mba fola wala aketa wala nyami aketa nyami mba fola wala nyami
okay nga jahas bahas rek
so
si be all of bi ba hanga yalla ite sirwa manika kaw moy bakale so karim tenin jaramu yal ba fola so
jaramu na dindi ngol nga bala wo konko santo yena molbe dami konko duma
demon sirwa kaw
ama bara akonye ko ite yanta rondale ngay ko ni keten na campaign manager timbe so
jarale o
bari Fatou galbe tentu Kerr Fatou kay do ko mimbe jang wax de ga ne alka Gambia jang bi you disseminate information so much that most people rely on Kerr Fatou wo mu toñale ti drong ala mala be siniande ala yirwandi
amin Allah thank you very much follow love talk muslim just before ngana jang we got information ko funding balde funding two interviews recently. He was a member of the National People's Party, NPP, he became executive of Boleto, but recently resigned, and the reasons for resignation wolonko barola tatam kataje. Another jande lamin fatia interview, special interview langaje fanang. He was also on Grand Bantaba. B kabrin kananang nga information also ko police will nata ala swokono to invite him for questioning. Kabri nata je ikai ko ya invite le for questioning. Ate min fo wolon ko natra questioning long alinsonga na lawyer call before ngata. After contacting his lawyer, amala lawyer soto, then ikai ko well we cannot itawa to know that they are arresting him. Ay ninka why are they arresting him? Ikai ko after the station or to ba fulai. But according to my source, he was also told that they want his vehicle also to go. Yalim police will not arrest jama kalafile yetarela moto kono. Somebody is telling me to check my mic. I don't know what's going on. Can you guys check what is going on? So ako covering ikaiko ni not arrest normally yale somebody la moto kono. But at this point ikaiko they also want him to bring the car, which allegedly, not allegedly, were in Bealo, member suffering fundina motobala, wolong, no to tam. So, Ikaika moto drive, Aita to the station with them. And he drove his car. The time he was arriving there, Ntola reporters were at the mobile traffic station. But funding for Onata Safala Facebook page or call, he was invited in regards to no to tatam I mean safala motobala. Now kabrief that station auto, my reporter tried to Lamin Fati tried to talk to him. Ako well assign na kanana, but ngamera kabrafta according to eyewitness na molmin BJ. Iko even some of the police were coming to check ala no to tatam members of ala motobala. It looked like that was the reason. But kabrif taraje, when the news started spreading fast, now somebody who is there is telling Miko, now they are asking him for a number plate kaito. They are even calling a GRA registration, clearance for the car, and all other stuff. But they're asking all these documents now, according to Ngamimoy. Now, the thing is, Naya Traima arrest no to Tatam, Nata Kokaiti Kolom. The car was not driving. Time Womini Nataje. The car was parked in his car, in his house. They came to invite him. So now they're asking for all the particulars of the vehicle. They're asking for the number plate. They're asking for GRA registration. Somebody who was there told me, in fact, one of the officers, King Koli, my brother, was calling GRA, Kenyan Nkako. Alia, make sure I need to free let. Somebody told me he had that being said at the police station. So now they're asking for all the particulars of the document, which most of them are okay. I think almost all of them are okay right now. But Imafa, I had time for that time long, for that time 20. But Natra Kaiti Kulam for now. Kabri bina ate arrest la moto mantra bori kan fa moto be lorine but it looked like no to that time I mean safala moto bala it looked like allegedly wolon ko ti mi alon ko ya arrest wala mala yo jenyade
Tonya Fatou nyela moyle yemim fo Tonya fandim balde komi ya commencé la minto momi ya longa abenung MPP le tumando abota jele fama mboje bari abota jele so ngami fenke sanyi la dia moto wolo muko the issue is quote unquote no to that term Fatou mbe mim banko kansanyi ngalong nyim man sakunda mba commencé la wolom ikamin fo paranoia man sakunda mi ya lonko sanyi ibuka la fitonya moira bari no to that term nyela video jele mabe jibe la even press conference Fatou mbe banko minto lual lebe jang wo lual constitutional law wolomuko our freedom of expression is always there. Kafoko no to tatam amanke kasiti is not an offense. Not even an offense. Fatou, ni mo sita ko not. I am here, I will be saying in the streets no to tatam. It's a propaganda lom. Ite mo balla no ay tatam. Sonta wala le. Parce que na loi ko nyaadi ase loi no. So Fatou ninte lota marché ton ko yes to tatam. Fonga loi tinyale. Yes to tatam, moko no to tatam. Is that a problem? Mansakunda nyantaka hakilo bulale. President Adama Barrow they are misleading you and the police who are involved, they are doing it wrongly. They should not target anybody. I koidro yalo sanyu mefuta liro danta tongotolede. Kar sabale tutaje. Ni sifa leketa no Senegal. Senegal, how many people say that Macky Sall manyana tala tata? Ye banko bele arrest no ba. Ka wale fo. Mansakunda chune mansakunda lo. Tonya. Fatou, molse sino marseto, banta balto, classroom molto, they shall say no to tatam. Hanina e flyer ke fang no to tatam. It's nothing. Ntol nin lafta na campaign yol konon sa foko no to tatam. It's a propaganda. Let the man sakunda e mol moy. Amanke ko iwulitare ko jam kartete faila no to tatam. It's different. Bari kafoko no to tatam. For carte lungo de minda before carte be file. Everybody has a right. It's a right of freedom of expression. Fatou mbesi rinjande kuma juma leka for media to ambe siatale. People talk about different issues. Why he was arrested, why this lua keteteng public order jang don't make a wofole. So ninkol no to the Public Order Act. Are you going to arrest me? Na ngatonya for nyoye. And we are believing that there is no to the Public Order Act. Galanyolbe, everybody, how many times? They can even come out and say that we are protesting no to the, you know what I mean, against the constitution of the Public Order Act. It's a right. Iman luwa tinya, bayri ila fenko nying, iman taye, fandi ay mole stop.
But far right telephone ang kasa fala muto bala ni muto kaya ibang beka.
Bake fang, moto moneti, hani nga safe moto to nga safe bukoto, mone be difference obeje. Ninga safe plakato to nga landi nabungo. No to tata mi alo man sakundale kay kam fo drom paranoia mi alo ko panic lom drom. But I will just advise them, ye fanjibe nyin koto, ye fandim bula. On the other side, wolo muko ye minfo. Coming moto nyin, let him go and regularize. Wolo muko na kaito ba fenke ase tano ase motora kaito regularize.
Motora kaito according to ngamimwe abebe regle. But hanna tra kaito ma regle. The time he was funding someone la motor was not even on the road. He was parked in his home.
Motor drong ako I know to tap time sticker lekeje. No hanna na keta from police on manyana arrest la. That's a bad advice and we warning also the IGP. We only have 3 more months to go. Do not target anybody. If I want to go and make a press conference and say yes to third term, ibem arrest la lebal, he don't arrest la. Yes, but I have the same right to say that no to third term. I have the same right to say no to the Constitution, Public Order Act. I have the same right to say that there should be 50+1 vote. These are things that, it's a propaganda. And the opposition can use it as a propaganda tool.
So you said something, and which me is a little concerned. Well, in 3 months to election, meaning things like this is happening. The police are arresting people who are saying no to third term or saying things that they feel is against the government. Also, in fact, particularly the no to third term group, Kabire press conference about last week, right? What I saw, Walonko, the national Yakedami, after paying their money, Wolko, because he told Malonko Wolka na press conference about no to Tatam Lele, they didn't want them to do the press conference there. Can you imagine? That's a public place, me Alonko. It is owned by the Gambian people, but because they wanted to host a press conference, I go to Malonko no to Tatam law. So, what do you think the police should be doing, or public officials? Because come here, for Gambian will be right so left me as long as he man luatinya.
Yalon Fatou, Tonya Gambia no leka song dictatorship la. Wala tina I respect, as long as you are within the law, which is coming Galanyol, all this activist group, we support you 100%. Parce que ika mean claim, you see, nintol be sinota, dictatorship kana wole nyama. Ajibe iteka for ila dula. It's your public place. You can rent it out. We are going back to those of the days of dictatorship because akamunta ko sanyi mbeka sila mansa kundala. As long as ibe silo tamala fatu, nito lafta nge rent hall ni lafta nge rent place olla. Press conference nga repeat is anywhere press meet anybody. It's a press conference can happen. If I have 2 journalists questioning me, that can be a press conference. You are giving a press statement. Yalo ngabim fo mansa kunda again. Ali hakilo tu. About 3 months, and if you try to play that tactical game of following anybody here tactically at a benna, MPP, you don't have that capacity with the opposition. Ala bebula. Campaign obetala nyami, election obetala nyami. The propaganda would be here. Womu message late, womu political message late. Some will say yes to Tata, some will say no to Tata. If the Natarata Mansakunda is it only yes to Papa, yet it yes to Tata. How many times it all ila molka si platform molto ikafoko ha jang Tata besotolale. Ni different sita platform molto mfelen ka foko jang Tata no to Tata. If did I do an offense? Just saying it. Honey, if I put it on a sticker, I can go and do it. People, it's a propaganda message. It's different from Natarata Kombe Lua Stopla. Fatu, yalo nim si the mall sita ka foko bi. Ninko marse mandia. Fo inyanta mutala leba. O ninko nyim mansa kunda aman tama abuka tama nyama. Fo mansa kunda nata nyanta mula. Ndole nga fo mansa kunda aman ka nyama is a failed government. So does that mean that I have to be arrested? Yeah,
just like one Usman Bafele I could borrow for 75 years. So you're about right letter. It's his right to say that. Borrow for 75 years. Alaji Bombo Lemka for borrow for 2035. Afananko 75 years. Afananko sometimes. So it's a right law what?
Of course.
But it's also other people's right to say
Bakefang Fatu incoming Yamar Mansakundala. This is the advice. Stop that game. It's not the way to go. And if you do that, you will be confronted. Medla minto B. Ndolbe after tenkungo yeke, electiono ye na. Momi winter I win. Fatu, ndolbe mu kaira mo leti. Nga tonya fo nyoye.
Yeah.
Ha, ngambelbe mu kaira nyoleti. Barika fo ko ngaman sakunda mutale dron. Fengo fendron toltebe. Ham nga yefi, bi mo dal ka fa nguur gi duñ ko fi joxe. Lolu wax bu neex la. Nguur bi kenn du ko fi joxe.
Wow.
Legi na ñu daal su taawee ne nguur bi bàyyi force dañ koo joxe
Henry Gomez mu ne nguur bi kenn du ko joxe
wax ni gis nga wax yooyu noonu léegi kii su taxawee mu ne nootu taatam am na absolute right ndax yow how many people thousands 100,000 Gambians soo leen waxee ne nguur gi kenn du ko fi joxe they have to look at yourself and sit back kii lan la moo wax xanaa kii moom nguur gi nañ waxante dëgga nga tooñaa fo ñooyee kaa fo ko Mansakunda tolta diila moomoo la itele taamu Mansakunda ben tol beele so ni ite man kam fawoto ite man wo mo arrest So how about mo fana ko ntol fana man la mo to tatam. Nte man la mo naka I am a no to tatam. I can say it propagandally.
Yeah.
It's this thing. Allow them. You see, a government Fatou nike fandundi ni dinko kono. It all bene fandundi la.
But government meaning police will arrest.
Nka wale for police all fan, nka wale for because police all they work on orders.
Okay.
They work on orders, and this nka wale for baro anyanta hakilo tula bake. You see, Mansakunda ila yamar lal. Yalo wale ka Mansakunda mostly organizational Mansakunda boyindi.
Yeah.
Ika ke mo kilineti. But model BJ ila selfish interest ika wulle kafuko alta nyi muta because alfenke wala ya muta target lom nu nyim abedun MPP le sa bota jele nga keba ma di ñol la ke staff si fa jele abaro ni wo tubabo ibe ño dulo dira fo kasile be woto bara ni kaba ma di dro ibe cool leto wo be mu what they call paranoia. Momi alon ko ibe silarine an tonya banko mol ibatata le de sanji tang Fatou molte nala kafuko fenke and no to that time they have absolute right. I can tell you that if you want propaganda, womu propagandality. Wo is a word that you can say it in your media platform that you are advocating for no to that time. Mafoko aleta election fenke de, but wo as a dum mo fenkol to moldo hakiloto to mando fang, they cannot. Who are they to own? Can do feature hengur? So it all fana ya foko baro sifa nyoli sa foko ntolte mansa kunda dila ya jibe mine bekela so nga ta tenkungola nga ta domanda nyimu ya maroleti doron almo bula ayeta that is not a good action to arrest such a person wo mutonyaleti luwa karole fo under section 25 of our constitution allows you and assemble, the right to assemble, right to freedom of expression, and right to freedom of movement. I can express. I should not insult. The more nenna, womu fenkoleti, the more fenkela mi alonko. Bari kafo ko binte lotale ko tata manyana sotola. Kasile bijeba. Alga tonya fonyoe. Tata wadu tap? No to tata. No, the word no. Somebody barokono it also you nyomna you correct yes to tata abanta.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Buladal, in short.
In short. So we will monitor. The police have not issued any statement yet. He's still at the Kairaba police station. Hopefully, they will update their social media page to let us know why he was arrested. The election year, so stuff like this will be a little concerning for anybody who wants our, election to be held in peaceful and transparent manner. Now, coalition. Nia Jube Nico coalition, it's Nico coalition.
Pardon, Nico coalition.
More Texas, General Muda. More Texas. Your guess is part of the problem, Fatou.
I'll go Fatou. Laughter Mole, Moini, Hakilo, like Canata,
because I couldn't go Fatou. Your guess is part of the problem.
No. Fatula so far let be. Nale Mama did Rombesino, I'll get in Kachala.
Assan, Coalition 2026. Kurunga Dr. Gadi Gomera, I told for Sia, to Sia, Alia Kumasun City Nyadi.
No, but if I may explain also.
Okay.
Kabiri ya Kumasi, Nyamin, no. Yalon Kuoku, it applies through a building up.
Yes. How did that coalition start?
Fatou minta ko ndol dol fan nga tarandire
aliya tarandire
bari astata nyame coalition diamo yalo ite banko lon ne bi there were different platforms so this other platform on tolbe minna sign wo anata nyami nse wo fonono but there were different coalition platforms wolo muko mo bebe group wala no kafo ko anga coalition ko kumandi pour nga parti o kumandi nye kafu nye nga benga ke kilinti wolo mdiamo beti so aketa ko bi what happened wolo muko nyin coalition o nada under the initiative of ika party mi yalo ka ifa ADD
Along Malik Kamara
Alliance for Development Party. Itole nyinka coalition diamo kumasi.
Okay.
Yamoy. So wolom ko barikabriya kumasi ikolon drone coalition talk. But inside the talk ya kumasi nyami wolom ko yen komi ya foko this is a coalition talk. bari ni nata ka foko CMC and CTMC lafta je koyndi wolo mu ko those are tiers wolo mu ko is a level olom level kilingo wo mediation level olati level do wo mu task force mediation olati so the general group beje nga fenke wote bari nga nemin dia finally coalition o officially nga nemin dia la wolon coalition 2026 ha nyi nga jibe ko pour mo be ya fanje nyi coalition oto in short
Assan, so coalition 2026 kabra ko master ko mi afanyame ADD will initiate wala Malik Kamarati and then UDP, PPP, GDC, Sobeya, all of these parties, except Gambia for All, because Gambia for All will be Apex. And I want to note that here there are 3 different coalition groupings. Diamo Apex PJLA, and then Gambia Team Gambia Fanam. But for me, I always tell people, and I've said this to my colleague Lavin Cham all the time, we should always remind people there are 3 different coalitions. But the truth of the matter is, out of all these fanang, atol the malaka regular update ke. Hani lafta Kenya kasi, you will have to report on it. But there is not just one coalition group. Apex PGL aning ngamara Halifa nyol fanang Team Gambia be fem put kan together. But there's another one also. Min fanang BJ min atol mankele. Now atol any group it looked like majority of the people were in this group. All the parties, UDP was there, and all these people were there. Now Stage Sol Keta for Altata candidate led to party led. I think it was at that point Ngajeko problem was started to manifest. Can you tell us, because Ngajeko this was around 20 something level group or column and covering election Oketa for the candidate led back and the rest were leading towards party led. Aleo adopt. Why candidate led? Muna natolu al sababuta candidate led la.
Ni control Fatou, let me explain my role there.
Okay.
Afoko itol.
Okay. Because I told voting rights.
No, ndema voting rights. Wala tinantol we were just service providers.
Okay.
Talo wala tinangola kaben kuma nko eko kachanya ntakelele ka ko koindi molla. Yalo Fatou diamo minka ke banta and then diamo minka ke konoto ifatatale. Yalo ni ko coalition talks. It's all about negotiations. It's all about parties, the entities. It all them term. It all the term ujeti.
Yeah.
Ntol dol. Coming kuol kumasi nyami wolo muko ni mu mediator. Ye invite le is as a mediator. But apart from that, the it all party of ila more killing ye dundi into what they call a task force.
Okay.
Wolo muko ila representative ye kundi wole ko ye ka wole command task force. Ntol do mediator leti.
Okay.
So ka kumo fenke kabiri nye initiative start. Komi ya landi nyame wolo party o dole ya kumasi. It starts from 7 parties. Maybe 2 movements. Okay. Then a grota. Yalo you remember coming Saturday coming here for ndolga galka call update le.
Yes.
So nyine atina wo update and then how people are, and then Fatou tonya leti dorong. This talks was one of the most well recognized talks. Yeah. Because kodo leka dunje. It has to be hosted. Yeah. And hosting it sometimes it goes for $15,000 or plus because the venue, you know, and the catering and everything. Atambe ko mandanje fanan doko minkake amanga ke datale dronka kacha. Okay. We were also sorting out what they call the coalition frameworks, the common manifesto, the eligibility criteria. Kaitol de kadada, you know, we have to develop it as a process. Yalong coalition diamu. Molka filele drong amanna koko nata le nyinne soto. You are packing to have a package. Wala tinania moy nadia moto dama atada le fa wo package o aketa project oti. Because na minje golom mbe banko bondile alhalo minto. Banko be dinko kono nyami. How do we save the institutions? Because cool baby crumble can fail institutions. It's about of remedy cool fenke koteke. So mansakunda minyanta nala anyata simfa jamatal, you know how to govern. Yeah. Wo be natale. So Fatou fongo cool hakilo lebe benjara and Fatou ite alone. bi patriol financiatale amanke 2016 ya konte amantambi 8 parties in Gambia.
Yeah.
You see, so this time around, Koberia Konti, ika foko almost about 13 movements. 13 movements, yeah, about 8 parties. What tata agbe samba 2021. And more dol ite alone. Ila J-roll, patriol B, their positions are very different. They are divergent views. So ka kuwa sotu yandi wolo mu control dol under the mediation team, natale to help them nge makoi nka minko ye kuol new sone yandi ila kachakono. Ila ideas all bendi. Ndol mu wolo na rolti. But kuo minti nga kuma si dami follow wolo mnyim party led and candidate led. And you know that these positions were very strong with parties. Some parties have this strong position they are going on their own candidate led. Party Dolphin and Nata, they have a very strong position they are going on a party led. Olomuko, candidate led is a model. And then party led also is a model. So Sanye, Niko coalition. Coalition or signing, what type of coalition? Coalition sifa jumalo.
Sifa nyadi.
So nkajele. So wala tinana that engagement. It was very aduta lede. Yalo ikamira go kacha de yakadule ni tunta obungoto. Nyimbe nyimbe mutarinjang. So but again ni laftanto la doko wolo muko sometimes nke kachandile puri nyomoi. Wo kachandiro if you are a mediator nga simfa minta wolo muko we either do things by consensus. Be ninte ninkari ntol mo lulo ka wali ka foten nka fole al nga kacha follow. Ni kachata nkambenta. Then we don't need to vote it. But ni kambengo manke then we look at the other processes. Wolo muko tumando then come in be. Mojo le follow ndol be lafta neka president lafta kele president. Abe labanda nyawi abe be labanda vote ko letter. But ni be kambenta no abe sona yala le. So Ndolbeje Purka call Sone and the Itema. This was the reason why you have the coalition, what they call CMC, Coalition Mediation Committee. The committee was 4 of us who were helping to make sure, la idea soul, ila differences soul, we try to narrow it down.
Was Malik part of the mediation committee?
No, Malik is a party leader. They are part of what they call the General Assembly.
General Assembly.
It all the assembly from Soto. Because it all Niko Nyintekela Atekela. You see?
So more coming for when it comes to the voting powers, I think that is also something me alonka issue now. For example, stakes. For example, ni momo patriot, momi a party status soto, and mini alonko man party status soto, a movement status soto. Why? One question everybody asks: why do they all have the same voting rights?
Jefanang wali olong. Tonya, they have a big difference and a big fenke. Because Fatou, I mean keda ngamin foye drong be patriot siatale movement of fananata idunte kono. So movement dole they try to claim coming, you understand? It all fanan they need a recognition. And ite ni ajibe then ite singa mo sesi ako patriot strong term movement oti. Parti dol sa fo control meta janne ndol nga tenin ten soto wol be nga moyle mol pour mol yem fahamude yalo politiko nga wole fo yalo fatu modol ikanata jusola let them understand ndeka wole fo if they understand us very well iba lon la what ndol be kam face no wo holo kono movement ol it ole invite so no
but you lay invite
no if the initiators because they initiate and the movements, they say that patio, it only akumase nyami, patiolum and few movements. So by the time na until dolbe nala, on the 2nd or 3rd session, movement will not akasia. You see, when the question talk starts, UMC
movement.
But inside the talks, they turn to
a party.
So you see now. Yalo nunto ni asta nunto mando ni UMC mantaraje no iba fola ntol atoli ntol baile. You see, this is the thing. So people have to understand what was going on there. And if UMC by then UMC was UMC movement, and the movement donata often I left to join that. asa fo kono UMC be kono dol as a movement so munati natol bente balla as a movement nam non-alliance is what?
Yes, the movement.
A movement. But
they have 5 representatives. Are they still part of the?
No.
Okay.
It don't tell you no. One session ke inata ifundita.
It's only one session.
But the movement don't be jere. Ni mo lafte Africa movement ni all for them be jere. So they also try to claim their position. So while you're not at Lamindo, you know, control more partiality. We should have a different status with the movement. Dolko tending thing. What they told the Maleka Diamo, Purga Kolko in the drone. Ndol as mediators is not our problem.
So they told the Mal Chanka or negotiation or take Kamuneke Purka position on that issues.
Yalo Mineka Nake, Ndol Dol, Tumando, it told Leka Nyanta Kuol Fenkela, because Ndol Dol we can help them. For as a facilitator, as a mediator. And so we presented that stake issue. We can mean for it's a weighted vote. Coming weighted vote now, we find a problem out. Dolka sonne, dolbuka song. Coming be weighted vote. It can favor parties who have contested the last elections. Remember. Bari. It favors mostly 2 parties because party in 2021 iman register no itenunje
imalo party so the mali lotano election at that time
wala
UDP
APP so
where and GDC before they left
GDC nyana ta GDC fangola koto nko yajele so woku ofana inyanta ajibelale so there were 3 major contention issue me alonko. We were having trouble when this talk starts. Amanke ko atata le wrong. Alka moy press release song tata tenete. Ntel ka min for nun. Nde si far wolo moko ikamin kacha. Ikamin framework min dada governance framework wolbe ila hakilo ikamin dundi woko. You know, we were totally with that. But the differences wolo moko itola kambembalia. The differences was there. Coming, some people prefer the weighted vote. Some don't prefer the vetted vote. So there were 2 issues now, either party-led or candidate-led. The vetted votes also, dolko, nimbe na voting, kasembo mindira, wolomuko party dol mini alonko itarata janne, ye ila mol soto, wolle nyanta, you know what I'm sembo soto la, party mini alonko fanang, you understand, itol natale kutakutake. So ni ajibe, ni aje parti kutal dol min nata kuta dol kon dol fana nata ni symbol ngoye jejele parce que bi ni ajibe movement fula nata no idol yela mol bonde idol ko ndol te sonna because dol fana nga mol sotole nga symbol sotole so tumando alten you cannot reduce us alten tol jendida no to that level of interference sotole you understand UMC position was almost that. So you have the Keba Madis and everything. It also I'm just giving an example. But there were parties also who are lonko. It all you know, weighted vote may favor, some weighted vote favors them. The other thing which happened was that there were parties who believe that, especially movements, coming it all believe tako, it all fana by the Seattle, it all fana, you know, they have to be recognized. It all fana ila position of minti wolo muko iman la fi weighted vote la. So
but
Assan ku decision quarter now.
Okay, go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
So you ku be afonga landi de. First ku janimbe weighted vote kela. Me for instance me UDP bondi dia moto. Wolo mu party led and candidate led ku. It's not in our hands. It was the General Assembly. It all be minul sitaje. It all decide from 2020 the 2021 call for political entities. Almost 17 of them decided that they want to go for candidate-led.
So it was crucial for stakes allocate to people. because movement only siata patriotic in the group.
Fatu afogale.
No, I'm saying this because niya jube movement olu ni tata la group kono itolle siata patriotic. Itolle siata. Ni tolle decision o minta. Wole be lola in any election because they were in the majority. And secondly, Tonya, with all due respect to the movements, right? Mbenga nyolo na nyimbanko. We know each other's position. And even going by numbers, we have seen by last election, so are we setting up a coalition just for the sake of coalition, or we really want a formidable coalition? So Nimang Nalman Kriti almost takes the highest stakes all the patiola. I'm not saying Kalafoko, Nim Patiola, what a stake body or no. That is not fair. But I also believe ko more party level to maybe neighbor movement or maybe one vote deal at least patiola in the 3 deal or 2. That way, because even in the eyes of the IEC, they are different. In the eyes of individuals, they're different. Now, it's like you need a voting la. At least even you number so march no lale. But now okay, movement sold the mal group because they are also going to interest in they don't even have a party at this point, so they are not even qualified.
Fatu, could you believe ko? Ndebe sirinje. Yinkuol be dolbe ngajele. Come here, mean for thing. And then at a yellow nigo weighted vote. Momo ila sembo bedlaminto kunung and so on and so forth. But it mean for yellow modoli yellow near the amoke at all. Come in. And made for them. Okay, and it's kumbata clarify. More minukato accuse you guys don't have voting rights. Nothing. At all, just Alcam coordinate among the stakeholders. Yes, that is it. Well, at in the while your man can told him Fenko, he told them Malom, but Kurka Kuol Koindi, and you make a valid point. Even from the negotiation team, the mediation team, we try to prepare. Weighted votes. We want to help them. Ni kabri di chanta. Many a times, we try to prepare them. I was there with Mr. Diba. You understand? We try to prepare them. You have to do an option for them. Yalom fatu, nyimfana mudia moleti. Nalong ko dol, you know, to you, your own judgment, come here minfo. And some people's judgment is Tonya iko party o mimbe fenke. You understand? Amanyana party ni fenke. But the party dual fana dolba for the call. You know there are a lot of arguments. Dolko natara ko altolka behave tenne. Ndolman sonna nyina, nyima son nyina. Because dolka foko ite ko for instance. Okay, ite party wara understand? Maybe do you need us? Yes, we all need and then then you have to come to a compromise. That's the give and take. You are on a negotiation. You see, now you are now talking. You see, because Nico argument don't mwele. Don't have for natrata ite koteng. Ite bairi ite koten. You understand? Ndol ngaje tenne. Munatina, do you need us? Why do you need us? Then why? Munatina kananka foko alanga kacha purunga ke. So it should be a give and take. It's a negotiation, Fatu. Okay. This is the whole point. We are trying to facilitate this. The issue of numbers is there for some parties. The issue of quantity, quality issues will be there. Dolko Fatu. Yalo man la viduna diamoto do leketa kacha leketa. We even have bilaterals just to engage them to make sure nye so nyinna. Okay, so for kumata kachale nyenda kela kachal ketale, and then ngaje alla last phone call to ndole force a break, and some people are not happy with us. They go, who is giving us information? But what they should understand, journalists get information from anywhere, and that is something that is what aliamune force break. Ndole a break nunko kabri UDP. Withdraw. The party led, we got that before, but we did not report it. We didn't know because we were trying to verify. But when UDP withdrew, that was a big news. When they walked out of the talks, and we reported it. And we even tried to confirm it. I called Lamin Mane, but they were not able to confirm it, which I understand. But when that happened, I kujamale tinya, I kujamale tala, alla coalition was standing. UDP is the biggest opposition based on last election. Exactly. It only had a second with 230-something thousand votes. 38,000 votes. That is not a small number of votes. Any coalition without UDP, Molko, when they
walked out, when they withdrew, Atoll Mediation Committee, Ale Muneke, to make sure you have UDP back on the table and see who can compromise what and what you can do, Purmovena back on the table.
Fatunga jelon kobet. Yalong mediation committee. Ndolte wulla no ngata ko ngata khayola ngata kenenteng. We are always under the mandate of the General Assembly.
Okay.
Kabiri UDP withdraw. Coming at the amoketaje, you understand? Because it all fana withdraw ta nyami, wolo muko. Ntolwe nyim positiono man la fala barinkatan na mole consult. Okay. You see? So you have to give them that allowance of time. So tomorrow, there was a statement that comes against coming reconciliation. But I believe, I always say this, even told B, Minul Tuta J, I always say that even in a new government, even if it was a coalition government, there is always going to be seats reserved for UDP. While if it's just a difference of position. Okay. Amankeko, walitale kelo also. Yalong wala tina political amanke jusote. Aniata jusu kuala droika batale. I want to people yemwe. Yalong political. It was just a negotiation, and negotiation on Montano. You see, that was wala tina UDP ulita. Itara. Amankeko, we are targeting.
But there were fundamental issues that UDP had because your press conference, Karen. A press conference, they talked about the party-led modeling. The candidate-led.
That caused them to work.
But they also said there were certain things in the Allah framework where Dabo felt like that was targeted at him, where I think one of these was Dami Ko.
Eligibility criteria.
Eligibility criteria. The person should be somebody who has never frustrated the coalition idea, something like that. Obviously, and Molbe Cartel accused Wosi Fala. And also, in that meeting, after the meeting, Lamin Mane did a serious allegation against you.
Yeah,
because UDP la candidate Mulewa Usenu Dawalati. They went through a process, they went through a Congress, and selected him as their party leader, a flag bearer. Ite approach Latin why not Nimpa problem with it? For example, I'm paraphrasing. Why not one of them candidate pour move say buleno or something like that?
Fadu. You see, we were negotiating, and this was what they call a bilateral engagement.
Okay.
But Jay Lafta Moli and Jay Fahamu Baki, okay. It's one thing to be a mediator. Be Nintol be Salbakono. You cannot negotiate there. We always do business. Al kaito dada, ideas of fena ngaketeng. But at the end of the day, even if we see a difference, as mediators, it's part of a mediation engagement. You know, Minkake, alone internationally. The talks are going here. But you know what? America cannot talk directly with Iran. They have to look at somebody. Exactly. And they go in room and all those things. And put play. Fatou, you come forward negotiations.
Yes.
So when you come for negotiations, it's a give and take issue.
Yeah.
So for Ntoldo, what is your position? In exploring those positions, kela sing load la jibe. Fatou manya nenyin kala X, Y, and Z. I have to call Mama Kande. We also call it Mama Kande meet Sinyafula X, Y, and Z. Okay, kabiringa Mama Kande meet. Along UDP, okay, ngam follow UDP.
Yeah, ngam follow UDP.
Wo fana ndole be sirinje. Kachalom. Now you see the difference. The factors are tumando iko nyunul ko. It only man lafi pabi lead, for instance. Understand? That is their position there. Aman kente
Jumala position.
Coming other parties and movements, all you understand, within the room.
Was that something that they said?
Of course. There was a, they don't want, for instance, you understand, coming, you have been hearing all these things. But it all Konoje, for instance, it's all about flag bearer issue for UDP and also what type of coalition. So flag bearer go, it coming B. APP, UMC, and other parties, and so Mama Kande, what is GDC? Do you think they already accept that UDP should be the flag bearer? Have you ever heard of that position?
No, Mama Kande ko amala fi party led la.
No, but in coming for. Inena ya mwelo ko Mama Kande ko UDP can be a flag bearer.
Hanea
So that position was clear. So ibatu purka je koindi malodron wala muko. When we enter into bilateral engagements, we usually call the party reps or the party leader. As a keno GDCT, as a keno APP, as a keno UMCC, as a keno other party. There are movements there. Alpha normally, in fact, it's not the usual day of that Saturday.
Okay.
We call them and then we sit them. So maybe you know large lole muta. Atol fanam fal say tenke. Fatu, you know about negotiations. We should sound you to see, and then we can work on options. So working on options, I can say anything to say, okay, option 1, you are the majority of party. For instance, you have the numbers. Okay? Respect that you have the numbers. But you want the flag bearer. Okay? Now, Jana, can you be a number? You see, still you have the number. Okay, you have the number and you have a flag bearer, and maybe we say you can have maybe, not us. We propose, for instance, you can have, let's say, about 3 cabinet posts. If you are negotiating now.
Yes.
You are negotiating. I'll come to the flag bearer issue. Tumando, on the second option, flag bearer you have maybe 9 cabinet ministers. Is that not also another option? Okay, flag bearer ko alba wali la almo fulo. Ngo alga bubata maybe I can name Ibrahim Jara because he's an outsider, for instance. Can he not come and help us? So we have to for call for. So what of course, you are not there. Yalong jele molman jele faham.
So it was a negotiation.
Exactly on the side, but wrong. But that was for UDP. But for UDP, that was where now that conversation come. Mama Kande is a factor. SFL is a factor. Carry factor. Mr. Dabo also is a factor. So ngaji be sani. So cabring a sound, Ngalongo, UDP, they don't want to compromise on the flag bearer.
Okay.
Which is one, we say, for instance, you have the party stakes. We are just mediators. We don't have somebody. But at all alta jibela for Ninul ibe sonale ko Mr. Dabo. Niman song. So for instance, can we change it? Coming Mr. Dabo kese number 2 Modo finance number 1 and we ought to the option of saying that even Mr. Dabo can choose from his own party. You have to sound. Amankeko ngawole impose on people. Mbotaje, diamo kono drong, pulka kumo sutiandi. And Tata also, na mama kande kumandi. And I can share that the photo shot with you. I will not share an audio. World suto kono nte fankum Mr. Diwanyininka, na mama kande kumandi. Kadani nga fa ko. You know what I mean? Can we have this sorted out? Wolo muko ka bula. Let Mr. Dabo lead.
UDP lead. Mr. Dabo lead.
All is part of negotiation. I am pressing. I have to write. The photo shot is there. For confidential purpose. And then Amanda Nje. Nka push ka for. After yala position no sort of. Amanda fi no kabira be Amanda fi flag bearer ko la. Well. I butaje. Sanya faru Amanda wot. Unte fangu ka dani. Amanda nga audio KI, which was also very risky for me. Kadani. Yalo ngulati na nimul dol kumata. Yalo ngulati na nko ika kumol mimfo ibuka afahamu bake. Inyanta alona mnakake. Kadani pour nga nyinku okay. You understand? Ne aketeng so that ite fana yenyin soto. Just to try. We are trying this. It's an effort out of the talks.
Kamobe jubeka of different options dealer.
You are in a negotiation.
Compromise.
You see, this is the point. You see, you can have the numbers, but maybe you lack something because it can be for instance, Natarasadu, Yabe Soto. You don't need us.
Nobody has all of it.
It will be, but it only they have a position. Put more than Fahamu. You understand? What they are more kono. For instance, let's give him one year. Put a nadrong. Pascal Kamigo, the strategy is to make sure Baroeta December. So ninga Fatou Toure keje. I 1 year keje.
Ma
for 5 years.
I can do a barrow on you guys, and that's the problem.
But wobe kachalom ibatu dro ha mutata jere yalon dolko. We can go back to 3 years.
Yeah.
Which niko dolko ni 9 months akunda nene dro. Tumando, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tala beyond. But more fanan dolko, okay, ninga more fananta from outside. Maybe, you know, kind of elderly guy who, you know what I mean, like record soul jibe. I not wrong, don't laugh that I lua dundi. I election fenke wrong, I win eke, I lua dundi wrong. Yalo ate meraje. Yalo ndumando nima meje.
And I know what I'm Fenda Benny State House there.
Malon but kakuwa sutiandi. So what kacha? So we have to weigh on all options.
So what call the amuta water?
What yamo? But also pur molia lonko. Nga mama kande fana muta wole nyama purka dete purka tanda eko. Because while munamnatina UDP and mama kande were very important. You know from your statement, from past election. It will be like fenko soto. UDP tale siata. But Monatina Mama Mansong. Then you know what I mean? So ni man kachanga you lambalen nye sound, we would not know their position. So until from tata, if safero bejere, nga fanko, you know, mama coming ayabula, nyeta, you understand? Then you can have some slots, nganata from wo quarter fana wo dia moto. Nakati parliamentary fana ngajibe mobe nyi sotola. So we have to go deep into that. Nenata local government because UDP tasialta bula tumando bula dolto. You understand? The UDP bula jeyon wo be pour ka balance them because natrata wo de amokono. Ni mama kande sontano. For instance, wo kacha kono dronga wo kacha minke fonga audio kiaika. You know ka call for. Na sontano. Abanta. You can use that leverage
to the other people and win them over.
You see, abanda.
So what's in that? So what can during conversation? So bari almana UDP natino. Kabri UDP bought a series of people. Kabri UDP bought it all withdraw.
We believe ko honeybee, ndol honeybee. Some believe coming for the. Some believe there could be a future engagement with
UDP.
Of course, party opposition party.
But isn't ko.
But go for the go we believe.
You believe.
Okay. Go be do later.
So say UDP tata. Kabri UDP tata. Mama kande utara NPP le. Ndo calculate no bara tol fatol malo nungo kande kata NPP le. Haninta mammi manke politician nte ngal ko kande kata NPP le.
Atol ka news mi moy. Tuban dol buka moy.
Wednesday before eta. Nyang nata jang grand bante bala para grand bante nata su office do mbeka charan kay ko ngal ne ko alkata NPP la ko nyaan na la Fatou please nyaan na la faka fenken ka ngai ko mbasa fela endana ko nga atuje so ntol ngolo nyami atol ni molo dirga how come atol malo nunko these people were going, they were in your meetings, how come you didn't know? I even told Kande
adama dingoleti yalo ka kudol foye ngoy ko kudol famo Mama Kandela Fenke, more than Afonye. Akonye more from Germany, they were saying it. Hello. Sometimes people from abroad, they don't get more news than even people at home. And you remember, we were so focused with this business. And then Fatou, people are different. Me, I have this thing, but I'll talk information. You every minute. Journalist also banko bebe dulalo. Kereng ken Fatou. But anyway, it comes as a big for the latter part. It comes as a big surprise. Because definitely we were not expecting that. And honestly, we give all credit to Ibrahim Nyang. He was the CTMC, the task force coordinator. Aidoku Balekeje.
Ata tra retain han sa berate manta. Ko berate manta kay ala retain je.
Jumanya. Ata ledi?
No, amanta ena janade.
NPP.
No manta.
Fatou nga jele de malonde bari ila kuol jibe. Hani amanta malonde bari atole you get more information tomorrow bari had be definitely he's somebody.
He's very
very committed.
He was committed. He was the one sending us updates and all that.
No, Uncle.
Yeah, he
was one of to replace him. It was very challenging for us.
Yeah, but saying UDP Tata and the GDC Tata NPP, these are big stakeholders in the coalition. The initiator. Afanang withdraw. Momin fangalan ka tele yung coalition initiate. Afanang Tata. Pap Tata. Ganu Tata. These are all registered parties. UDP is a registered party. NRP and Mama Kande. Ganu, Pap, and in ADD Oma register follow.
No, I
registered 5.
5.
5 registered party out of the 7 all left. PPP also was Kabrini Ifanan Benunjele. Ifanan Tata. So it looks like only 2 registered parties left. That is now UMC and Sobea. With the different, even though still you have majority, I think you guys have now 13 out of the 20. Movement, but two political parties left. And the rest of them, the 11 of them or 12 of them, 11 are all movements. Now, people ask, how
are we managing?
How is that group any viable to be able to form a force that will be able to remove Barrow?
Very good question. Ni ñunu funtita. Moldol min se continue no wale continue. Olom duniati. Bayri ninteni te bataka. Tallo. Ni tata idunda ila kordato. Fatum fanangata wolom dunia woleti just to keep you. It's a process that they started. Kaiti Jamal Safeta, Kaiti Jamal Signeta. You understand? So ni dolko ibe talale. Tonya, you listed 5 parties. Yeah. Okay, you can talk about their weights, which can be debated. Their weights, yes. I'm coming to that. I'm coming to that. Okay. But in coming for drug, why did they sustain the process? Munati na process or honeybee. It all back can honeybee and told for another because Liro cannot done tongo sign. Tomorrow, the next 2 days also, we will have our complete flag bearer for the 2026. Yes.
On Saturday?
Inshallah.
On the 8th?
Ate Fonga ko anyanda futa dangotole.
Albita ahead.
Fonga monyini de.
Wow.
Fonga monyini. Because it all there kumasi. So it all tenara dro iko nyunul tatale so kuol be nga buruka ngata. Mino lafta silaje wole sije wolom quote yalo modol ika explain nyami you know this is faru ñu muna anda ñu ngam de bugu ñoo anda so koitale ko ñunul ko itol tatale so ni nata ñin quote to nyalom political lom de nte bin president Adama Barrow ngam min fo nga nabuga d'accord ku jamala when it comes to governance bari molbe je fatu almost 1,100,000 voters. President Adama Barrow, sembo abe talala lede.
Yeah.
UDP finance sembo se talano le. Aitayalo ne minketaje. That was the dynamics in the past 1 year or so. What is now the dynamics with Mama Kande? Mama Kande in Jumale Tata in 2021, Jumale Alliance Oka.
APRC, not Alliance.
Be voltage. So it alone be Mama Kande 100,000 ne bonde. And we told alone the APRC no to Alliance wole sembo di Mama Kande. So be walati nanko ko party dol tatale. But in more mean tata for now you have to question. Walati nanko President Adama Barrow. Nabuka molbuka na d'accord. Bari ku kera fole ako. Ise tamu ila party o to nyawonya, ise tamu ila movement o to nyawonya, itante Gambian.
Itante mold. Okay.
So there is a battle there. Even Natrata being Ajibe on stake. I respect, I always say that stakes and quality, quantity and quality is very different in politics. Fatu be Natrata itata nye mutola. Mafo ejalo tade, bari ika wodolingo minfai. Wodolingo iko ilafta, nibe politiko kono, ilafta moli na iya.
Hade.
Ilafta moli na, because womu quality. It's an issue of quality. Because now that you have the numbers, yes, I believe we have recognized that. But what they complain there is, you don't have the numbers enough, that's why you are engaging with us.
Yeah.
This was that's what I learned from there. You see? So that means that you need to compromise for a win-win. You see, sometimes you don't even have to be number 1, but you can be number 2 because of your stake. I give you that example. You say, vice president, and you have 9 fenke. What being I was suggested. Mama Kade tendung, a lot of ministers. Not allowed, you understand? You be a lead. And then, for instance, water would be is an option. Yalo nibe diamo kono. Ikanana dro iko nte teng dro nego teng. You are coming kachalom. So, but back to where you are.
Yeah.
You have to realize that the numbers are there. The numbers can play. We don't dispute that. But again, how many are numbers to battle with? Because you know the electoral cycle take 20 years, 15 years. Fatu nibe nunjana, usually you have to come down. Okay, mama ngami for a B, MPP, ni ajibe iko kewa madi iko aido bondije. Aido bondije ha. Sanyi modo fanante jikila ko nana ata kuta ke o asefenke. Because fatu ni ajibe nyinko 200 240 or this one ko 100,000. That's if you add them, take them out of a 1 million. To 300,000 plus. So you have almost 700,000 plus to battle with. So there is always a chance, you understand, if you have a formidable force. But I bet for it only walita. They have a separation. But political, maybe by the next 1 month, before the next few weeks, kacha dose nale koteke. Ojiko bijele de. Yeah, well, UDP lota jana, coalition or lota jana. Tumando, they can come and see eye to eye somehow.
No, but UDP, I think UDP also is, they are forming their own party-led coalition. Because obviously ADD, they are going to UDP. And from sources, what we're getting, PAP is going there, GANU is going there.
No, PAP ma confirmed, GANU fana ma confirmed.
PAP ma confirmed GANU, but ADD
ifundita diamoto le drong. It will be lorinne. UDP core, they may have to form their own. From what I'm trying to hear, their own coalition talks. Tumando, yemin for all mugra. As a no need only adati.
No, Jikita loko mo mbe bota based on party-led school.
But Jikolo.
Jikita ko ibita UDP le.
But I'm confirm. For ngaje.
But ya la tulfana. Kani sa molbe withdraw kan. Katunga yela kunun ADD bota. Ndisi lambata press release fangola. Every day lamong at this point I'm getting tired because every day le moka bwato lo group ko. Ya mira janni Saturday dol fanante bola ba.
No, msonda le nte fatu ngami mfo ntol dol bejele. Ya lo nyimfo lo mimfo. Wallahi under the CMC. Fatu ninga ku dol bukafo. Ndol ni aje ntol kanyinke banku kuolo. Be bukafo. Mine wolo mko. How we are thinking is to make sure we hold a process.
Yeah.
It's costly. You know, Fatu, akamunda ko bite wuli droiko moli ko alnambe coalition o kumandira.
Yes, yeah.
Do you know how much toll and how much thinking in terms of expense and also energy and all those things? It's not an easy task. Fatu, divergent views, purka manage.
It's difficult.
It's very difficult.
It
is a bayangol mutano ekale ale bunda kilibe ta. But adama dingo nyinko ngajele ko akoitale nyinko ngajele ko fintale nyinko ngajele ko buruta nyinko ngajele grinta. Ite ko ibe wolbe fenena. You must be some kind of a person who...
So, right now, Kerr Fatou wrote a story on Monday to say there are 4 candidates, Coalition 2026.
Wow, war is clear.
4 candidates. Assan Fall, Mayor Talib Ahmed Bensouda, Sidat Fall, Fall from the UTG, the movement or Malapatibe in the process Labarama finalized, and then Esa Bokarsi, former ambassador. So these are the 4 candidates, meaning they are contesting for the position. What is the criteria? For example, voting Lebekela, what is the process right now? What are you guys going through?
Tonyalom and Liro Danta Tomotole. Bewo al halo leto. So
somebody is saying, I want to clarify that NUP withdraw. NUP never joined this coalition.
No. NUP never. No.
Because Lamin Jedawa interview Kejane, I think he was saying that he did not join because Malik initiative.
We invited them. We invited them and they sent an observer. I can remember that. Yeah. But NUP never joined.
They never joined.
But they have an alliance.
They have an alliance with
almost separated.
UMC.
Okay.
So it all
no, they are not part of us.
They are not part. So NUP was never part of this coalition. Yes.
Okay. Liro Danta Tongotore. We want this process end. Man la fi diamo ka tenke drong. Diamo to sa bayri tatale nga tageto min ke kaytol be fenketale abe safetale. It only mean d'accord wolo mo ko coming yalon coalition ko they will go wherever ntol kacha keta kambe mo manke nga kata for kambe okay yalo wo kam kacha kam mole foy wo is the one that is bringing a lot of problems for people because pour ka foko alo nga kari buban nehal o nga Ibrahima nehal pour ayala position o change wo is the engagement that we have
but democracy fa mo ne na kan negotiation okay al mol buleta election ola
okay sanyo dol bayri man kambe no sanyo dol bo mo nanol beta election Saturday inshallah is a date that has been set. We want to conclude this process and wo Saturday voting be kelale voting be na kela nyami wolo muko entity soul wolo political entity soul min be je hani mu patriotic fang you have a 3 rep
you have 3 reps
3 reps hani me movement ulti you have 3 reps
okay
so all those 13 to 14 movement all their 3 reps wolle be na like they make a decision
you
vote ke
okay
so nga call kumfa
so ali means like so at this point these candidates min bije ibela application or submit le and so alke batule ida dole abula ni mabula aleta election on Saturday
be woka cha kuno le
albe woka cha kuno
hani bi fa nimbotaja ngata wole conclude
is it possible ko albe dolbe drop before election do you think that scenario have you guys started negotiating
yalo imona no lo kacha ikonole dol tumando you understand mo dol bijele non aliya moyle aja fatumata so tumando jiko bijele ko mo killing ofula se bonole mo killing ofula se bonole bari fanan nka minjibe yalon kol don ta ala halo leto we are also looking at coming possibility me wolo muko abe danna de Saturday wo abe koyla le na trata le mawmi ya lonko nga min foye the voting system min beje because it all wo signé ko you understand ni kambe ngo manke nyin kacha anywhere kacha keta coalition koto ni ko ngakete man kambe no al ngata nimbe decision o kela al ngata nga vote this was what they agreed upon so nyanta futala jele mo kili yebo ngata
so saying ning carte fighter on Saturday here against Saturday hanne yatra modo withdrawta among these candidates aida ha ko ateba ala party or movement or bondi kan coalition or no kabo coalition or will that still determine ko fal bitale
it won't change nothing yalo far ndala dangol min to sanye ani na tara entity sabale tutaje
albakala okay so albaka so saying ning election oketa on Saturday ali moment tombong will everybody fende bije miye molbe ban ko they will rally behind that person because more ego balle lot there are 2 egos people
generally they have too much egos in the politics of Gambia
but alla nyin coalition ko mo fula bije wala ka bula nyono wanyami mala mo wajede
sanyi kajere mo sanyi guys sanyi nga wala mo ya long wala tinan to liñ don janku wante fofu so sanyi
so esa fal nin Talib Ahmed Bensouda ñi mo fulo nin kilin tombonte kono
malonde
ya mi be bula nyono mala ba
ya fa se tombo
hani ngani ngale fo ya mi fo any of them ibe bula nyono
well there is a commitment to which they have committed themselves. Yes. Okay. I mean, Natrata, they have right now to walk out, any of them. But as far as we are concerned, there is a framework coming as a fetako, voting now. Signatory. It's part of our code of conduct.
So they already signed?
Anywhere. Yes, that one is always signed by a party and the party reps.
Okay.
That coming. The process was dominated. That was the modus operandi of the whole thing. Anytime the coalition diamola, nimman kambe no nga kacha, nin kacha fo man kacha duta ma kambe no, alngata voting. That has been signed. So, but the signing fana komi yemi for the commitment issue.
Yeah.
You understand? Wo fana adaratale, it all fangole bana signed and so on. Honeybee is open because ngalonko jiko fana bijele tumando is a campaign nore before summer is a campaign nore is afoko anga fa ture tambinde dro
jama application sa dundi no sign for this application or dundi no
sign a letter closely
but so I mean, that would be interesting. So on Saturday, we'll definitely be there. Our crew will be there.
Yalo nganye ne phone la mane yakonye ko. Bata. No, kabiri ko. Yalo negotiation oto. Ngo mosi fa ko nying. Ate ko ndele nga fo ka tele nyanda kela.
Yes. Ko ikanyi si fa fo. Example. Comme ninga fature wana
you see. Okay. Yeah, kana yalo fatu. Political ngalon is very fenke. Bari Gambian ol ngalon ko we are all desperate for Barrow to leave. I sanji tanke janne. And walatina you see all this so-called propaganda, no to tatam and all those things. It's part of our politics.
Yeah.
But the political fanang nkanata jusora.
Yeah.
Because as I say, hakin ma kuolong is a competing ideas. You understand? And hake wuti. But ni be ndenga je ko fa pure janne muta, you know what, and defanga. So we start, you know, aman jarala nga jibe wo nyama kacha londron ni se fadu fena na wala nga buba fena wala nga Ibrahima fena na karola. Alhamdulillah ni Ibrahima man convince no, alhamdulillah. Ha bari ka foko, you understand, by force fatu nyanta na la tenne o akara wala buba o hamga fatu ndafta for people more understand. It's not an easy task. But a honeybee momo, you don't have even BBB is anybody's right to go and straight into elections. Yalo modol bi jere ika mwele kompital be lola mbe lola election ola imang alliance fenke imang coalition fenke ilafta tala e lodron dol bi jere be wosi fal be jere.
Yeah,
you cannot deny them their right. They want to stand. If they want to stand, if IEC approve their nomination by October, they can stand. You see, dol molle after coming, you know, kacha e boy mol kandrong. But to the last point, I mean, definitely, come Moria Jenyaming, Ayaje Kerfatu, every Fenge media and all those things, is that Ninkacha lafta kumfalale, but Kacha bijele, you understand? But it is always agriko, Niman Fenke no Kachanyo, Purkanyoje. Mondo, we put it to the floor, and the floor would decide by voting. By voting. Yeah.
So, meaning by Saturday, you guys will name a flag.
Preparation on
when is this? Where is this happening?
Well, Hotel Dolo Mimbejang, Senegambia Jang. But we will give you update. We will be Keladaming and Nimi Kobe Ketaje. We
will come. The media will be camping there to know what is happening. We want to be live streaming from there to know what is happening. So it's important to have a coalition, Assan, but coalition of because 2016 experience, I think a lot of Gambians are learning from that. And one thing they like candidate led. Why would anybody resign from your party? Ngajele Barrow alabantanya ame ngajele. So ikoning ikafunya ni fenge clear turo buse ikafunya dile. Mandika kaunto ikafu ni okay. Ya fole. Ni tuule.
Kundomi resa mam so giselu
nyul nga daw
yalo jemu issue of trust leti wala tinna nyen coalition on laftala ay fata compared to different with the coalition 2016 nyindom man la fi komi nga more sindi komi drong atenatale drong coalition o ya sindi abanta atada ko paretale manna hajola atolien sindi le san lafta ebi parce que nga minje wolomu ko baro e silo bulale according to 2016 reform sol min be di amutano ay wo be bulale bari amanke ko candidate led ko le ya fena is the individual himself komi ka fo ko yalo wala tin nabi we raise the stakes ndol ko nyin coalition is a project murungolo ite tante ibe sindi la jele wala tin nga ko be signé ndenga fole janko if you are going to betray the trust of Gambians, some of us are ready also to make sure Gambians goes on the street to win back their trust because fatu mol batatale yalo munatin politician o ka foko bi alin sindi je ngalen keten na sita je ako anyinatale ndol silata wo balale because it's an issue of trust. Bolobe na la election auto. It's an issue of trust. Mbuga go manga coming nying project ko fatu motante. Ntol we are there. And some of us will not even take a cabinet position. We just want to make sure nying project ko ay bui. Ntol dol bu wallet. Because we rule out ourselves along those lines. You understand? Coming amanke cabinet code. Because fatu ming gena fenketa aliye si aliye kolbi you make agreements Fatou bi ndul be kachala benna kol bulala mbe asignela ko ngabe ni kentelom wala Ibrahima lom o fenke ni sita for sabota data for la da ngoto dron iko jin kaytol be aman nafa soto ndek tata dron lafta tala ni save silo
ni aje wokake if the agreement albumin draw kan nata in if it is not in line with the constitution because the president being elected is not binded by a law agreement but is going to govern with the constitution of the Gambia.
Exactly.
Now 2016 min ketaje iko baro iko 3 years but constitutional right min dia 5 years later to nyalong is like morality against legality and the president was not wrong to go for 5 years because constitutional walediara. Now, if we are going to learn anything from 2016, we should know that whatever binding contracts we put together, at least I in alliance with the constitution. So that, so maning I violate fang, you can take it up in the courts. But you cannot a binding agreement me kali assign jana nim president ta fa wallahi ta fa dunta o state house auto jomay fay hayna ka fa sonko ko alman elect pastef man elect nga fengo beje janne so akaminke aka bankole direl in as much as we want to remove baro mantra mo faka mimbe mbatande ka wala konko
propaganda ka wala
konko le mbatande ka mbato rek konko wala mbatande kan aning ning mo fal mesilol ka mimbe kere bari baro as a government is not like
I momuta kunun ko la soro ako because woko nyaadi no to tata
bi la fa
bi ngaje so ka wala fa
okay
so ngana ko
I cannot win that
ka wala fa
but still constitutional consideration
ngana je pour ka diamond dinke je to nyalom banko moral kitabo all of the constitution is the supreme law. We take note of that. But what we want is anybody coming to anchor the project, you respect also give to the agreements. You don't need coalition diamo. You know, come to drong alanga killing ni mo killing ni drong ata.
Ngarali akoma?
No, then you don't need a coalition. Coalition of fanan agreement on le budget. Me moja ma mintala je pour aike flag bearati. We'll make sure that you have signed with people, you work under the coalition project. Yalo munatina. Doko minka ke. Asiatare coming, you know, akad lafta government reform la nyami. So we'll be safetale, we'll be fenketale. We have what they call the flag bearer agreement, and it will come when the flag bearer is selected.
What are some of the?
You will see the entire.
Can you give me at least some?
Coming B, you will repeal the Public Order Act.
Repeal the Public Order Act?
Immediately. Yeah.
Wow.
Pumando also you may agree that you will sell.
How do you repeal it? Okay, go ahead.
You have, but now it's so through the Parliament.
Okay, you repeal the Public Order Act.
Within 6 months.
Okay.
Okay, probably also, secondly.
And they have all agreed to this?
I'm coming to that.
Okay.
The agreement is there. Probably you will have to sell 50% fleece of the whole entire State House vehicle. I'm like an easy quote today.
Okay.
And also, Tumando, let's say, for instance, you may have to even reduce your salary.
Okay, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So these are things. And also, you may have to deal with, for instance, a national minimum wage.
Yes.
You know, so choreograph nyami ni ajibe dro ikafole these people. You may have to agree bits and over 30 agreements alongo. Before you be a flag bearer to go down there, you have to agree with us. So what I baro fenketari. Come back to it. Also, it's not only a sign wrong a kaito landi jana. You will also have to do it's a signing and swearing ceremony because we want to make it so solemn. Yalon kamo jamfa is very easy fatu.
So alba sign ali amari
swear. Nima ibe Qur'ano mudalale de. Amanke Qur'ano dron wala Bible but lafte puriya lonko ini ala fana alba nyokande ini mol fana alba nyokande. You remember I said that if you betray the public trust, there are also ways that people can ask for the people to come and regain their trust. So it's a serious business because you mean follow. I mean just Senegal be. You understand? It's all about thinking. The geopolitics I attend ko. Mo jamal ni na tan man sa ya ko to. You know what I mean? Idunta jedro ye filo bula. Until we already recommend that State House cannot be a public bureau. Will be secretary agreement auto. We also recommended that, you know, I mean, maybe farmer store.
Baro wol fon to
No, bari I batu.
Baro ka fo se ko ni alkal fo ala fosia aka fo mal la fale politiko ke biya ka fo ale ko al mu tele ka al ju al politiko ke
bari Fatou nga tonya fo nyoye baro ka bim fo no yalo nga kuol fo nga kuol yalo mine fesiata yalo bi 10 years and 10 years after bi tela dunia kata mi nyami, people are moving very fast and people are very aware.
Betrayal. They are very progressive. Especially the Public Order Act. I tell people we all betrayed Solo Sunday. It was because of the Public Order Act. Solo Findita Katawale Kele. I cannot believe 10 years after Barrow was sworn in, Barrow and Public Order Act Bondino. In fact, against threatening and that is after working on the new constitutional mintamita. That is very sad. But if you guys are able to do that.
No,
sorry, I have
to you will have a serious agreement with us. And people will come to know what are these agreements. Because more no, it's what they're going to say is that Janibe will like foko ibeta campaign yola. Man la fifana momi alonge kata voter so nene pour kata foko al carte din na drong pungake mansa. No, we are not into that. We have raised the bar for standard and integrity. In this sense, coming Fatou, yalo munatina be model ka for drong dan konga ken mansati drong. We are not into that. For purka cool coin the mole. You will see that those campaigns, we call them the campaign pledges, and it has to be stated. Yalo ka foko parole afoja. Politiko to need dunta dro ye fengo fen for. Yalo dol man la fi wala. Man la fi purka monene. And our president Tewofola.
Modo I solo went for electoral reforms, but yes, electoral reforms
part of the
Public Order Act is part of that.
Exactly, because he have to go out and express himself.
He was arrested because of the Public Order Act. Because but he went out
to have a congregation and
march. The way I said
the possession. They didn't allow it.
Yes, that's
you see, but after Minna, we're going to change things. Even the youths, we have certain things for them in terms of, you understand, what is their right. You know, retirees also, we have, because you have to agree with what we stated as a flag bearer. So wofana abenala, let people get ready. We are not going to say that, for instance, kana campaign yola drong, career wuli drong ayafo. No. Campaign si fabe buira. Amanke on the drong. Because baro ntol nga jere. It all fenketa wolomuko, kodo ye di drong, ibe more mutala thing. No. We are coming with a very different project with me alonko. Ninga landi pour mo ya jeko tonya le kana pour ay tonya e bondi. Ni fenko to alhalo to because be more batata le fatu. 10 years of President Adama Barrow. People are very fed up. They are tired. People are Marcel Bedimikan, the livelihood of people, Katado Kuola, everything. Look at everything more be batarin. So na tuta woto, alajibe what the project is going to present. If it fits for you, well, ya lonko. Bari campaign doing on bekelele strategies ferro fanambe bolale. And all man danko drong. Bayri kafo nyami. Nyinko so no 2 parties bejele. We are also going to reach out to various entities who was not. Because near IJB, for instance, Noop Nata coming, you understand, or any other parties, there are a lot of parties who are out there.
Gambia for all Bijale, PDOIS,
NAM Fanam Bijale, the Non-Alliance for Movement. It depends on, they have to see what are you putting on the table.
Before you know.
Yes, it's a very complicated matter. But I mean, for a political, wallahi, it's about battle of ideas. You understand? And ngake woti. Let's focus to make sure that change nake. Ndenga ulakoko ninga monyoje ku. Yalong because when they started the talks, they come with different positions. After J Mole J Faham. You see, party led, you understand, or candidate led, or the weighted vote, you understand, karikote. It all done male J Muta. So until dol we end up being the messenger of the sending the message. So all that things
will
come here.
And I was going to say that because, to be honest,
you are in the media limelight.
Understand what's going on. Atol mu facilitate.
Ko
mimba ko minka bo kafo
man sembo soto pour ka mo
minka bo kafo kono atol ko le fintindi molie and also atol kata mediation.
Exactly.
So but the decisions come from
them. Yeah, it will be Italy. Coming hamga different positions. Wala tin ko dol push num to accept nga fanan dol push num pour ko accept. So you see, but ku fanan bi jere mi yalon ko you see that misunderstanding wala tin ko kana more feeling de. You see among easy. But the political nothing is lost. Fatu mo dari kar nani o kar sabale tuta je ani Ibrahima Jara yala patio londi ku fante nga campaign to man do ase baro bute no. So what is the hope? There is no nothing lost. So you see this is the world we live in.
But I come to ko benyaming as we speak it looks like sign tenting akata nyaming it looks like we might have a 3-man race. We might have Baronala Alliance, UDP Nala Alliance, and Atol Fanan Coalition 2016 La Alliance.
And you remember, 2016.
Yeah.
2016.
3-man race long. Ole jame bondi.
Nene man 2-man race for I president bondi.
And nene man 2-man race. Actually, I believe ko 3-man da mal se president bondi.
You know, because we don't have the 50+1.
Because yala munekera 50+1 man soto. Andung somebody has to bleed the president for the other person to win.
Mama Kande did that.
Mama Kande was that factor in 2016.
So what in the dynamics, they are all open. And President Baraya Ban, Zetano na party or Zetamo na movement all but mall. Mall Sani after Inyali little Wafala Kari Ibrahim Yemune Landi, Modu Yemune Landi, Najibe. Faben Nafalale. Pasca election of wallet, the battle of ideas. That's what we want to do. Fatu.
So by Saturday, Coalition 2026 will announce their flag bearer, and then they will follow up with other issues. And then will we be able to know the agreement that flag bearer agreement?
Fatu abebe koilale. Wala tina hani kaitol be abentol le bulusai.
Okay.
Kaitol mimbe.
So Saturday selection of the Malwe Kela for an calendar.
Selection or probably and after a calendar separate. So because munatina this time ni calendar kela yalong it exposes you.
Yeah, it makes
yalong sama
yalong banku dingo le fay nyokanda gorcha bata
yalong bi ni ko jomay ning songo ba fola kes no waron na dem jomay ko yalong but na trata no akalta ay kurano muta by that time you see abe koila le ko nte karide ntele nga muta ka foko num you understand so kajele we have raised the bar president ya yalo fatu mo jama ka nyini le bare hako a wartale de laftare ada de moli kula hako wartale ni alone the 5th caliph the day ya faye ko you told laftale yebuke amirul mu'minin yebe fenkale fatu mo warama bahalum no ko mabun hatta but a Cabra Kera Amirul Muminun within a short space of period, Belto no Abuka City, but a totally far
Alabarza.
Kajele, Hako Wartale, Modol, Ikamini the drum barring coming for, Angan Keku, you know what I mean. Fatu, I believe, let us have a project governance form, and that will help. And I believe for Nanko, even we said it, we reserve seats for everybody. Being UDP, being DOI, because we are looking to have a national unity government. In this sense, Kolomuko, Kagambia Bondinyo Alhalo, to Sanjitang, Akanyantale, and no to Tatam. Definitely, it should be. It's enough.
It's enough. Martin Watobanta, we look forward to seeing Munebe happen on Saturday.
Inshallah.
And then thereafter, Membeke, after Munesarodi Labadi.
Well, I've wrong Kachalom, as I say, political, we want, Cairo, Sabati, Tonya, Finance Sabati, but the government fana can attack or Fuko, Abena, because near work wrong, dynamics all can change. You don't go against your opponent. Everything tol fana nga kening hakilola. Mandinko ko hakilole kanyambo sing. Even in a negotiation also, nitara hakilola fatu ika be soto nole. I mean, at the same time, political yalon political aka don dal dol to dol kata hani jusola. Wofanambula. Everything. I'm talking to the youth. You know, we are all one Gambians, one people, one nation. But again, let's try to make sure nga try nkam senyo jono nyami nyimfu nga ke wonyama. Paska Fatou mojama siata janne mi alon ko fuaria em tolbe batangile ni tata marché to ni tata lawdulato bari inshallah Gambia be fenkelale 2026 al ngaje ko Adama Barrow akanyantale ay boje modo fana yenaje nga banko dala institutions Fatou im banko hani number plate masoto no ID card problem mo
ibe motol paka right now number plate masoto bari ko sa ko ba ibe printing ke kana
ma kayra tinya
barka wake Martin ngeten to ngejay ya fonyo ko bi be busy mbake because I'll be final touches for the election maybe on Saturday, but you had to come and explain to us. Hopefully Saturday our team will be there to cover Allah unveiling of Allah candidate and obviously and
tomorrow fanan kachase keno nga killing soto
Saturday. So that's possible.
We'll break it again.
That's possible.
It's possible.
Okay.
Because it's now 48 hours. So anything you never know. A week in politics is a very long time.
Fulabije. Purole abula nyoe. Non tema oje. I can see that.
Malonde Fatou.
Esa fal. Talib Bensuda. Purole ab. Mambala nyindolale ba esa fal talib. Mantulu wala. I think those people will go to election. Trust me.
Allah baraka.
And thank you so much, Fabu, for sending us stars. Faba Bojang, thank you so much for sending us stars. If you're watching On Kerr Fatou supporter, you can send us stars and share our videos on Facebook and YouTube. That way, you're supporting us. Thank you so much. Election program kanale. You know, last election we did the race for the State House, and it is coming again with our experts. It's a new show that will be starting, inshallah.
New strategies are coming.
Yes, and new shows and new strategies. Thank you very much, Martin, once again, and to the team, technical team. Good night to you all. See you next week, inshallah. Bye-bye.
Looking for the perfect home away from home in the Gambia? Welcome to BC's Residence, your ideal short-stay apartment in the heart of Bundum. Whether you're visiting for business, pleasure, or an extended stay, BC's Residence offers you the comfort, convenience, and privacy you deserve. Enjoy spacious, well-appointed accommodations in a peaceful neighborhood just behind Nusrat High School. Our residence combines modern amenities with authentic Gambian hospitality, ensuring your stay is both comfortable and memorable. At BC's Residence, you are not just booking a room, you're finding your perfect base to explore all that the Gambia has to offer. Ready to book your stay? Contact us today. +220-941414 bcsresidence@gmail.com. BC's Residence, Bundum, behind Nusrat High School. Your comfort is our priority.
Ja Oil ñoom ñoo jiitu si wàllum jaay essence si biir réew mi te ñu def ko warugal pour kontaan loo suñu client yi borom moto yi ak driver yi seen jaaxare jeex na léegi pour am essence bu baax ak njëg bu yomba lii sax moo tax ñu amal leen banxaas fépp ci biir réew mi pour essence bu baax bu set benn place rek la muy Jah Oil soo soxlae essence bu set essence bu baax gasoil wala kérosine naa la wax ne Jah Oil rek mooy jëmukaay ga doxantul rek ci bépp banxaasi Jah Oil nga am ci bànneex ak Jah Oil seen bànneex mooy suñ taxawaay moo tax ñu amoon leen banxaas bépp ci biir réew mi nim gën a yombee pour yow ak suñ liggéeykat yu xarañ yi naa la won ne mbégte rek nga see jël pour am essence bu baax pour say machine fenn place rek la mooy sa Jah Oil ak Jah Oil bànneex kese la moo tax sax suñ station si nekk ca Coastal Road ak Banjul wàññil nañ leen njëgi essence bi foofu noonu pour am si lu leer mun ngaa call si 770-8080 322-9070 714-7273 wala 787-1321 Jah Oil, the pride of the nation.
We are Trust Bank because we take pride in satisfying every customer's financial needs.
Introducing the future of hassle-free and seamless financial transaction. The Una Wallet app, empowering you to effortlessly manage your money anytime, anywhere. With the Una Wallet app, you can now enjoy branchless banking, wallet-to-wallet transfer, wallet-to-cash, and bank cross-border payments, deposit at a bank, and withdraw from any Una branch. Get ready to experience the ultimate banking convenience with the Una Wallet app. With just few taps on your phone, you can effortlessly add funds, withdraw, and send money to your loved ones. The Una Wallet app also provides a detailed history of your transaction, making it easier to track your expenses. So, what are you waiting for? Download the Una Wallet app today on Play Store or App Store and say goodbye to hassle of traditional banking. Uno Forex Bureau Limited, delivering much more than money.